Thank y'all so much for hanging with the Hazes. You know, it's Krazy Keon here, and I got my main man behind the trigger, Big Brother Rob here. And listen, we're going to give you an after-hours report of the show. It was a good show. We're going to give you the good, bad, and the ugly. And no need to apologize for anything that we say, because you already know we come in raw, real, and as you see, we got a fat bottom Betty sitting here lit, and
a Java.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna sit back and enjoy these sticks, and we're gonna tell you about the show. So first and foremost, Brother Rob,
what's going on, man?
How you doing today?
I can't call it, rainy day.
Yeah.
I do that mobile mechanic thing, so I don't really do too much today.
Okay.
Just enjoy life.
Yeah. Well, he ain't the only one that didn't make no money today. It's just what it is.
Yeah, well, it is. It was a broke man day.
Yeah. But it was a good day, and that's all we can ask for. So a couple things I just want to point out, and you tell me how you feel. Just a general overall thought of the show compared to 24. What would you say?
The show. I love the show.
Okay.
I was actually open-minded more this year because I never look at Class A's.
Okay.
I'm always looking at travel trailers.
Okay.
I done travel trailer and fifth wheels. And I saw a lot of nice Class A's. Because I'm thinking about space, and the travel trailer has more space, and the fifth wheel has more space. But I saw some nice, inexpensive Class A's.
Yeah.
And I saw some nice fifth wheels also. Those Fleetwood what they call? The Fleetwood the big expensive one.
Oh yeah. The new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, people, for not remembering.
Yeah.
But that it was nice. That's definitely something you can put on some land and enjoy life.
So let me just say this. I agree with you. The Class A game in the industry has definitely kicked it up a nickel.
Yeah.
As far as the show, I would give it a C.
Okay.
Based on last year. I think the Class A game, we did look at a lot more. Those reviews are coming. But I think the show fell short in two main areas.
Okay.
Accessories, and I think it fell short in the smaller Class C, Class B market. We didn't get a chance to review many of them. Well, let's quite frankly, they weren't there. Now, in all honesty, we did not go see Thor. Okay?
Oh, well, yeah.
And y'all already know why I didn't go see Thor. So, really quick, we're going to take it from the Class A's that we saw. We're talking about a little bit about the tiny homes.
Oh, yeah.
Review for that coming out on the 19th of September. Make sure you check it out. We did the tiny homes. I think the Class A market has kicked up. As I said to you, I think the number one winner in the Class A market this year was Winnebago. I have seen significant improvements in Winnebago from 2000 to 2025. A significant improvement to where I'm going to say Winnebago is back in the market. I like their quality, functionality, their practicalness, and the one thing I don't like is the fact that they're moving the diesel pusher doors to like where the gas coach doors, those gas job doors are in the middle.
I actually like that.
I'm
a wide guy.
But I'm a traditionalist.
And I get that. I'm a wide guy. So I'm coming in on in front of the passenger seat, and I'm twisting and contorting. When I can just open that door and come in, I still got the same horsepower. I still got the same torque. The door's in a different place. I understand what you're saying.
And the Forza, don't get me wrong, that's a wicked coach. I'm a traditionalist, not my fancy for the door. But if somebody handed me the keys to one, you damn sure straight, I'm gonna take it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm not gonna be stupid. I think the disappointment in the Class A's was the Forest River.
Very disappointing. But the Forest River is it's a beginner's. The Thor is a beginner's RV.
No, the Thor is a piece of junk RV.
It may be. I don't know much about Thor. I know when I was looking at Class A's, I saw a Thor and I was like, wow, these things are really cheap.
Well, here's the thing. A Thor is not for a beginner per se. It's for the person that doesn't have the money to get into the market with the unit that they want to get on.
Right.
And they give you a great entry price. And I'm not saying that anybody who has a Thor is broke. I'm not saying that. I'm simply saying that if you go and you get a Thor, a lot of times it's the equivalent of going to Walmart picking up Husky tools.
Yeah. So the Forest River, it was what, 469,000?
The Berkshire, yes. And you know, I mean, that's my, I'm looking at it.
I mean, that's not cheap.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like you're paying for the motor,
Mm-hmm.
the transmission,
Mm-hmm.
the chassis.
Yes.
But the details
Okay.
of it, the walls, the cabinets, I just don't like it. It reminds me of my travel trailer. Right?
And this is even in the Berkshire.
Yeah.
What about the Georgetowns? Because you were very opinionated about the Georgetown.
I'll just say this. I'm not big on Forest River. They're good. They're a good company.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make quality stuff to me. Now, it's just like saying you don't like, I don't like Fords.
Okay. Okay.
And somebody will say, my grandfather had Fords for 25,000 years, and I put 4 million miles on my Ford Escort.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful. But I know that I don't like Fords. I don't like working on them,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like some of the things they do. And being an owner, and I've only owned one, Forest River.
Okay.
But they're made. I feel like they're made the same. I walk in and I just feel cheap. You know what I
Pressed
mean?
on the wall. You mentioned that, and I want to bring this out.
I didn't like
people. So you pressed on the wall and you felt it give.
Mm-hmm.
And this was even in the diesel.
Yes, and I didn't like it because I feel like if I'm paying $400,000 for an RV, the wall shouldn't give.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that tells me what's behind it is the same thing that's on this Class A, that 2x2. You know, the small
travel trailer.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the travel trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I don't know. I'm torn because I love my travel trailer. I just know it's very cheaply made.
Okay.
But I didn't pay a lot for it.
So
You get what you pay for.
$400,000 for something that feels like your travel trailer is an insult.
It shouldn't have the same walls I have in my travel trailer.
Okay.
And that's just how I feel. But the engine is amazing.
Yeah.
The transmission is amazing.
Yeah.
The chassis is amazing. But the finishes, I'm just not big on.
There you have it.
I'm just not big on.
There you have it. We did look at a few Class C's. Again, there weren't many out there. Like the Seneca. I didn't even have an opportunity to go in that. Not my favorite. But the bigger Super C's that they did have were impressive. But if you are Big Brother Rob trying to sit in those Super C's, 2 hours, 3 hours max, and you're done.
I'm just not big on Super C's. Super C's are nice if you race,
Mm-hmm.
And you're pulling a huge trailer behind you.
20,000 pounds, 30,000 pounds.
Yep. And they're not as big as the Class A. They don't take up as much space as the Class A. They might be higher than the Class A sometimes, depending on what you get. But I don't know. I'm just not big on Super C's. It's Class A, travel trailer and fifth wheel for me.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation.
The fifth wheel market is wide open right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think nobody is going to dispute that Brinkley right now is king on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Montana is definitely holding their own. I saw some great units out there.
Yeah.
The designs inside of them, their layouts, their floor plans, the hidden spaces, the wall saves, all of that we saw in the Montanas, the Brinkleys, and I forget the other one that we
Forest
looked
River.
at. Forest River,
That
that's what it was.
Forest River. What was it called?
You're gonna have me look it up.
it's a fifth wheel, and they were made very well.
Yeah.
Now those were impressive.
Okay.
The walls didn't give. The toilets were great. The showers were awesome. You know, I would get that, but of course that was $169,000.
I thought it was a little bit more than that.
I mean, the one I saw, you know, they range in price. They were expensive.
So Forest River makes the Cedar Creek, the Cherokee. Neither one. It began with an A, I thought.
I forget.
Let's see.
I didn't take too many pictures. I apologize.
No. That's absolutely okay.
I love RVs, but this is an RV man. So
The Riverstone.
Yes.
That's what it was.
That is a very well-made, solid RV.
You could take that and live in it in Maine. I was so impressed.
It had 30-year warranty.
Yeah.
Anybody gives you a 30-year warranty on the roof and the frame and all the other stuff that they gave warranty on, that's a good RV.
But what was the price point again? We talking $160 to almost $200,000 depending on what you got in it.
It was the Class A's I look at, when I see that price, I just walk away because I'm like, yeah, it's not for me. However, those make you think.
Make you think it twice.
They make you think because it's solid. I honestly, you know, take it on the road is cool, but if you get a piece of land and throw that thing right in front of the pond and build around it, it's going to last for a long time.
Speaking of that, the tiny homes.
Oh.
We had a lot to say about the tiny homes. In fact, we went in it again, September 19th. Go back and look at tiny home reviews by Big Brother Rob and Krazy Keon, because we dug into it a lot. The one thing I want to point out is you mentioned the price of the very first one we went in, $143,000. He said that it's going at the show for $116,000. Mm-hmm. You were concerned about that price. Can you tell the people why that price bugged you?
Because back in the day, you know, when tiny homes first came out, they were supposed to be affordable. Mm-hmm. You want a smaller house, or you want a smaller place to live, and people living there with their kids and the wife and all that, and now, you know, and he said, well, you find a house for $137,000.
It doesn't need any work done to it.
They exist.
And y'all will see him on there too.
It's not 145, it's 116,645.
I got you.
Still, jeez. You're not going to buy another house. If you find a house that you don't have to do anything with, for 116, let me know and I'll buy it. Because most houses are at least $500,000 to $450,000.
Yeah, they start. I'm just saying, back in the day, the small houses were inexpensive.
I know, man.
That's why you bought them.
But you know what?
And now you spending $160,000.
But you know what, too?
So you hear Big Brother Rob in there fussing, but this is a tiny home.
Things change.
Because he says that.
Yeah, they exist. You know, maybe you have to do some work to it, but you're getting this brand new house, great warranty. But, I mean, it's not affordable anymore.
Can I bring a very valid point to this that we did not talk about on the show?
What's up?
You're spending $140,000 on a tiny home, and he's right. You can't buy a brand new house anywhere in the country for that. But here's the difference.
You cannot.
The $116,000 house that you're going to put money, time, sweat, equity, and all of that into is going to appreciate.
Right, and it has a foundation.
Right. That tiny home is depreciated the day it goes off.
And
it has a car title. It's a trailer title.
And it's nice. The counters were nice. The refrigerator was nice. The dishwasher was nice. But it's like, and now somebody may watch this and say, "Damn, you can't afford $137,000." It's not about that. It's an investment. And I'm investing.
But is it an investment if it's depreciated? See, now, so
it's tough.
Now we start to get into the intricacies of the English language.
It's
so
tough.
You're sinking $140,000 into something that is on wheels, a movable chassis, is depreciating, and is registered with the MVA.
But now you need land to put it on. You need electricity. You need well water, whatever you're using. You need
some type of water source.
You need all of this. and you need a sewage tank. You know, it's just stuff you're gonna need. So now you're 200,000 in.
I would say 250, and I'll tell you why. Because if you get a plot of land and you don't have sewage already there, you don't have a well dug, all of that costs money. A well these days, brand new, will cost you 15 grand. Okay. The one thing I will say is I like the fact that it had residential toilets. It had actually residential bowls up there. Really nice. And you'll see that in the review.
It was really nice.
You'll see that it had quality home-like walls. Okay, I'm good with that. The question then becomes, how do you keep it from being a depreciating asset to make it a home? Because at that point, even with a DMV title, it's not a residential. It's still a trailer.
For me, it's good if you own a house already. You have land.
You stick it in the back.
And you stick it in the back. You know, Thanksgiving, the in-laws come over. You know, anybody comes over. You know, people come from out of town. Boom. They pretty much have a house to stay in. Own bathroom. Kids come from college. They don't. You know, they need some privacy because you know your son got his girlfriend with him, or my daughter got a boyfriend with him. He can sleep out there, and she's staying in the house. Don't judge me. But
don't judge you.
You don't judge me.
Man, that joke was sleeping back there in the alligator pit and alligator trash or something.
You know, we look. You know, real fathers understand.
Yeah, real fathers understand. Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It's a good addition to what you already have.
She has a boyfriend?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
I mean,
we got a
my thing
Martin
is,
Lawrence, Mike Lowry, you know.
Oh, listen, her prom.
Yeah.
It was deal. I'll show you the prom picture.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I'm 6'2", 315 pounds. I don't really have to. All I got to do is stand next to you and intimidate you. But I'm not trying to intimidate anybody.
That's why we call him Big Brother Rob.
treat my daughter as I treat my daughter.
Yeah. With the utmost respect.
In most circumstances.
Yeah.
And it won't be a problem.
Yeah.
Because she was raised, you know, to be treated well.
Public service announcement.
Yes.
But so he goes in he goes in the tiny home.
He goes in the tiny home. She sleeps in the house, and I put a lock on her door.
Yeah, there you go.
From the outside.
Yeah. So let me ask you this too, and while we're talking about it, I think the construction quality of them, they were superb.
No, it was very well put together. I was very impressed. The inside was solid, but still in all, it's a trailer. It's a trailer. It got wheels on it.
It's got wheels on it.
And it's not. I don't see it lasting for 30 years.
Well, see, that was
without
the other thing
having to do some
mention.
work to it.
And you beat me to it. Is it really going to have the 30-year?
Well, it may. You go to North Carolina, I see some trailers. I see some old trailers, and they still there.
Yeah.
And you know they covered, around, and you know they got. Listen, so I'm not saying it won't happen. But I feel like it's one of those things, you know, where you're gonna have to put work into it, you know, after a while. But I don't take away from anybody who, you know, is just starting out. You know, maybe your parents left you some land, or maybe, you know, you just want to add something to whatever you have. Yeah. It was a beautiful home. Yeah. I mean, I loved it.
Now the log cabin, I can pass on it. I walked in and smelled like a pine casket.
See, that's cool. If again you have a piece of land, you're going out with the fellas and you're hunting,
right,
deer,
duck hunting.
you know, whatever you're doing, whatever, and that's where y'all stay. But that's not where I want to come home to every day.
Right. Yeah.
And it's wood. It's wood, and no.
Wood is subject to
termites.
Right.
Termites and then you know strong winds, you in a hurricane or something, and you worried about your house blown away. Because, like I said, it really has no foundation unless you give it a foundation. But then again, now you at 250,000. And you know, sometimes you have to think about certain things.
September 19th, go back and look. It's all there. And when I say that he's very truthful, you'll see the conversation with the gentleman talking about buying a house if I thought that was a little cocky, but nevertheless.
He's a salesman.
He's a salesman, right?
You find a house for $147,000.
When I was in the war, that was
what I'm saying? I remember a loaf of bread cost 5 cents.
Yeah, right.
And I get that, but there are houses, depending on where you live.
Yeah.
I've seen some houses in Cleveland.
Yeah.
2,500 square feet, $30,000. Now,
Might be in the hood.
you get what you pay for,
Yeah.
and you get where you pay for. You know, but they, you know, I mean, you know, it's only what you want to do. Because, you know, you're going to have people, oh, you know, you're downing something that somebody can own. I'm not downing anything.
No, nobody's downing.
I love it.
We're just telling you the truth about what we saw.
I'm just saying, for me,
Yeah.
you know, who's a little paranoid, you know, I'm a veteran. You know, I've slept on rocks. I've slept on the trees. You know, I've slept in the back of trailers. I slept in the morgue. It was not fun.
Oh.
And, you know, you want to sleep somewhere you feel safe.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's why, you know, my house is brick. I didn't want a wooden house. I wanted a brick house.
Yeah.
So, you know, but it did, again, that one had a 30-year warranty. On the roof, it had a 30-year warranty. On the frame. I mean, so somebody gives you 30 years, you know, it's like Hyundai. They give you 100,000 miles. They believe in their cars. So, you know, you can't knock it.
Just that Hyundai believes in their cars, not their engines. But never mind, we won't talk about that.
We're not gonna talk about that. 'Cause I can't tell you how many recalls I've had to deal with.
Yeah.
But
So, we got to get to the accessories. There were less vendors, especially the ice cream vendor. I was peeved about that.
It's the prices.
The prices at the show were retail prices minus 10%. They wouldn't even give a veteran discount.
I just feel like, you know, we're not at the flea market.
Yeah.
This is brand new stuff.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. But if I can go on the internet
Yep.
and get it $50 to $100 cheaper, I went to get the smart plug.
Yep.
I have one. I love the smart plug. Went to get the smart plug, and the man selling the smart plug actually told me to go to E-Trailer. It's $75 cheaper. So why are you there? If you're telling me to go somewhere else, how are you going to make money? You know, I don't need 80% off. But give me a deal like, oh wow, you know, I come here because when I go to the store, you know, when I go to Camping World, or when I go to, you know, any of these RV places,
right,
and everything is so expensive, and I need a 30 to 50 amp, or 50 to 30 amp, or 120 to 30 amp, whatever I need, it's, you know, $65. So when I come here,
yeah,
why not give it to me for $45? Hell,
$50.
$50.
Right. So here's the thing I will tell you about the accessories. I blame two things on this. One, I blame the promoters for charging so much per table. That's the reason why we didn't see the discounts. Okay.
Well, yeah.
The biggest discount that you're gonna get is shipping, because they don't have to ship it to you. I bought some jack pads. Okay, snap-in jack pads. I probably saved shipping because I'm sure I paid full retail.
And don't get me wrong, I talked to a few people, and you know, hey, I got a what was it, convection?
Yes.
A convection.
No, man, you stole that. I just want you to know.
It's a convection cooktop. It was $229. I talked to the lady. You know, we laughed a little bit, giggled, blah 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 blah, and I said, "Come on now, what's the best price you can give me?" I got that thing for $65. So if you talk to them on the side and, you know, really develop a relationship with them.
She was a private vendor. She wasn't like from Camco or anybody like that.
Right. She went to the back, brand new, not used. It wasn't the model that was sitting there. And this heater that I have, I don't know if you can see it, but I bought this heater. Oh,
you got it.
That heater. You know, but that thing was $459. I got it for $300.
Yeah, that's the deal.
He said if you come by tomorrow on the last day when I'm ready to go, you can have this one for whatever. That's fine. So you can get deals, but the first initial price, if you're not a haggler, if you're not, you know, if you just go up and say how much is that, they say whatever, and you're not that type of person, you'd be very disappointed.
Yeah, my jack pads were $249 or $259. They gave them to me for $229.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to pay 40 pounds worth of shipping. Okay,
Right.
all right. I went on and did it because I'm finding myself in resorts now where you have to have jack pads or you have to have something down. They're not going to just let you put your raw jack, you know, your metal jack on the asphalt. Sorry. Are we talking about rolling papers or are we talking about, ooh, baby, I like it raw?
Strap up. Strap up with the jack pad.
Okay. Okay.
It's all about safety.
Okay.
Both ways.
Oh boy. Yeah. So my coach is now strapped up. There you go.
Yeah,
Right.
man, you know.
It's protected.
You know.
Yeah. So that was the deal. But overall, were there any good deals? No. Maybe your independent dealers. So like if you were buying some aluminum cups, if you were buying a kegerator cooler type deal, you might have got a deal or a break on some of those. Like the jewelry lady was there with the jewelry cleaner. You can get a deal there.
Yeah, she's awesome.
But like Demco, I didn't even talk to them. They weren't really wheeling and dealing. You had Blue Ox there. There were no deals.
One thing I understand is you have people there. I saw a lot of sold signs on $500,000 RVs. So they know they're dealing with people with money. Maybe they're not looking for me, the retired soldier.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who doesn't want to pay all of that. So they're geared towards a demographic, and I respect it.
Right.
But we're really, I'm not gonna say everybody's buying something, but there were certain things there that, I need for my Class A, that the guy with the money doesn't have.
Can I tell you a little secret?
What's up?
Okay. So some of them sold signs up there were just put up there to make you think.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say 15% were done that way. Okay.
I get it.
So I'm not saying that they weren't selling, but in the market right now, as we kind of sort of bring this thing to a close, with interest rates being as high as they are, it's hard to go into a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 unit, $900,000 unit.
That's
at 9%.
God bless them.
God bless them.
God bless a person that does that for 20 years.
Yep. So a lot of people are coming there already with the mindset that I'm selling my coach. I have a trade. I have something. Where you saw a lot of the smaller units like your $35,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 trailers.
Yeah.
Those, I believe, were people that kind of sort of maybe impulse buy. Okay. Even some of the lower end Class A units. I'm sure Thor had a lot of people over there at Camping World wheeling and dealing.
Sure.
Because Camping World can give you a much better deal because they can bundle a warranty and all of that good stuff. Now the other places can, but Camping World has a buying power that nobody else has. I just would never buy anything from Camping World.
Why not? I never knew. I heard you say that one day, and I didn't know why.
Y'all ready for my Camping World spiel? Okay, here's the deal. Camping World is a bait and switch artist. So what they'll do is they'll say, Big Brother Rob, I want you to come in and I want you to buy this Salem here, right? And I'm gonna give it to you for $39,995.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna sell you this $4,000 warranty. And then I'm gonna take your old trailer on trade. And I'm gonna tell you this now, thinking that you're gonna get $25,000 for your trailer. I'm then going to tell you, nope, best I can do is 15.
Okay.
I've already got you locked into a rate. Now I got you into the payment, $400 more than you wanted to pay. And then when it comes time for warranty work, two things are going to happen. The first thing is they're going to try to deny. The second thing, if they do fix it, the question is, are they going to fix it? Because chances are you're going to bring it back 9 times for the same issue.
I bought mine, forget where I bought mine from. They're up in Mechanicsville, Maryland.
Pennsylvania or Maryland?
Maryland.
Okay.
They're good people.
Okay.
But a year in, I got water coming down my master bedroom wall. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, that's definitely a manufacturing issue.
Now that they warranty this and they warranty the cabinets and they warranty this, but when I called, she said we don't warranty the roof. What? It's not even a year old and I'm leaking. I mean,
it's peeing on itself.
I'd come in and my waterproof blanket was wet. So I happened to go to Sun Outdoors, North Myrtle Beach, and there was great people from Tennessee. I wish I had their name because they go to a lot of places, and they're from Texas, and they repair RVs. $349. They got up, they looked at everything that was wrong with my RV. You need this fixed. I had the rubber seal hanging off on my slides. They need this fixed. The wife walked up to the roof. I wish I had their name so I can give that to y'all. Maybe in the next one, I will find who they are. And she walked the roof. And she was like, there.
His wife.
His wife, because she's smaller.
Right.
You know? And mind you, I had just been up there shaking.
Right.
Because I'm afraid of heights. So if I stand on the curb, it's too high.
I never would have thought that.
My drill sergeant told me I should have went airborne. And I became a mechanic. I need to be under the vehicle. As close to the ground as possible. When I stand up, I get nervous.
Oh gosh.
So it was just one of those things where, big them up. But they fixed everything. They fixed the small stuff. But the stuff that was causing damage to the inside of my RV. Yeah. And God bless them. Yeah. And there are people there, a lot of these bigger RV parks you go to, there's always somebody riding around that says we repair RVs. It's just how good are they? Are they gonna BS you? And you just happen to find some quality people. I happen to find some good people.
If we find them, we'll definitely let you know.
If I find their card or the paperwork, I will let you know because they're from Texas and they're going back to Texas because they said it was in October and they said they need warm weather.
Yep.
So they go where it's warm.
Well, I'll tell you this, 2025 Hershey RV Show, it wasn't a bust, but like I said, in my opinion, there were some things that could have been better, and I think the accessories definitely were not what they were last year. Big brother Rob seemed like you had a good time and you got some great deals.
I got some great deals. I had a good time. But I will say, if you go to the Hershey RV Show 2026, or if you go to the Tampa RV Show, which
I'd like to go.
I would like to also. From what I understand, they beef with each other about who's the biggest RV show in the United States, which is fine. You need to start Thursday. Because unless you're going there to say, I'm just going to look at this Class A with this Cummings in it and this floor plan, that's fine. But if you just want to go look and enjoy the show, it's going to take a good 3 days to walk through that whole thing. So
we made the mistake of just going Friday and Saturday. I think next year we'll be at Hershey Rose Campground next year.
We have no choice.
Yeah, well, there's a story behind that. But next year, I think at least Thursday evening, we get a Thursday evening ticket.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then, we leave Sunday. But you definitely need 3 days. Again, unless, when I bought my RV, I went to Timonium Fairgrounds in Baltimore.
And that show was this weekend too, by the way.
And we knew exactly what we were looking for. We wanted a bunkhouse, 1 and 1.5 bath. But, we gave that half bath up for the bunkhouse. So, our daughters. But if you're just going there for, leisure, and you just want to go because you love RVs and you like to look at what's coming out, then you need 3 days.
You need 3 days. All right. Well, this has been another episode of Hanging with the Hazes. Of course, as you all know, much requested, Big Brother Rob is good. Yes, sir. Yeah. Couldn't do this without him. So, like I said, check us out Friday, September 19th. Look for that video. It's going to be the tiny homes. A week or so after that, take another look at the video where we looked at some Class A stuff and we talked about that. And there was a comment that was made in a group that I decided to address. We are going to talk about carrying across state lines. Sometimes your bang bang will get you into clink clink. If you don't know, look for that too. October 3rd. Hopefully that'll be released then. Anything else from you, my man?
No. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure doing this with you. This is my second time on the podcast, but it was my first time reviewing RVs with you.
Yeah.
And I'm not versed totally on all RVs.
But you're a mechanic.
But
that mindset
is
what people need to hear.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed talking to all the people out there in YouTube, TikTok, Facebook land.
Yeah. We'll see you when we see you. Thank you so much. Catch you next time.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that thumbs up button.